Was it not Vernaciel? No, I don't think it was Isengram. Yeah, there's no Vernaciel. There was no Vernaciel. Even after playing with it, it feels wrong to say out loud, because Verno is so many points. The card is actually just garbage in the mirror. You know what? I don't need this in round one. No, because it makes it so that you get Crushing Trapped early. You don't want to play it early, and you can't play it later. Because you just go unitless for less time. The line you're looking for in the mirror is play traps 9 turns in a row, and then play Eldain. Sure, but then you're playing your expensive card in round 1 or 2, and it doesn't really have that high of an impact. Plays for 11. We're Enslave 6. I'm not using my Enslave round 1 on a Phantom.
The head. A fitting gift for our king.
Target acquired.
Reflection. It is queued. Kelly list. It's just the vampires deck. This has been more common on ladder than Kelly for whatever reason. A lot of people messing around with Unseen Elder Devotion, Carapace. Fender. We can get 3 tactics instead of 4. Significantly. Yeah, he just didn't care about winning round 1. So I'm gonna go Kree Ramen. Marching orders is still Defender. Or you can decline the terms in the options.
When the white frost comes, the world will at last be cleansed.
Good tempo. Yeah, I've had the pro terms declined for about a year now. Yep, kicks you out immediately. Don't play into that. Not really. I still have double Scorpion. I still got YenCons. He's gonna cave troll me. I have Leo if he tries to go cave troll plus leader. Also have a cheeky treason. Well, the reason to decline is so that you don't go to pro rank. He's queued. So YenCon Leo, I have Roderick to get one of them, and Marching Orders gets the other. I do kind of want these Fire Scorps, though. Okay. Look really English. Nope, never got that. Surprise, Twitch detected the fancy H as an H. I'd be disappointed if it didn't. I'm very disappointed that it doesn't see those. They're all individual characters, right? I'm starting to get very disappointed. Detect some of the workaround characters and not all of them.
You crossed the wrong sorceress.
Just stuff that I have on my hard drive. You can see all the tracks on the playlist here. No.
Goddamn fools.
You best yield now.
31 provision buffs or some more major stuff. Of the stuff we haven't seen, it'll probably be more minor stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like 1 power, 1 prof changes, but I think all the exciting changes would have been mentioned in the dev stream. Okay, so let me do this, then we do this, and this, and then yoink. I'm not going back to pro rank. Let's go play Diplo.
The Empire will be victorious.
Forktail. Hideous Feast. Let's play Navigator. Just gonna do this.
We know the mysteries of time and space, all of them.
Any reason for what? Going to pro rank? No. Unless you're pushing for qualifier spots, which I wouldn't be while streaming. No point at all. Oh, you get like 20 reward points or something at the end of the season, if you care about that. Gets me my... Yeah, I guess I just kill that.
I don't work.
So that's... This... Zoop. Oh, is it only 10 extra keys? Yeah, never mind.
Ha! Yet another horn for my collection.
Can I get your Ozrel? Not quite.
All is as it should be.
Depart. Run, run. You'll not get far.
All is as
Where's
it should
points? I wasn't getting wrecked on Pearl Ladder. What? I just got sick of playing with hidden usernames. I was doing fine. I had a bad season in January, but that was months before.
You get a thunderbolt! You get a thunderbolt!
Tortoise? No, he's not there. I'm gonna lose to dwarves because of the armor. No, you can work through dwarf armor. Xavier's a little annoying, but it's not like dwarves have infinite armor. Why can't I draw my round 1 cards?
I heard you coming a mile away. Believe.
Oh my god, my round 1 cards. He's gonna steal them. They're my round 1 cards.
Things can get explosive around here.
My ramen!
Target acquired.
I don't want to sit on charges against imprisonment.
I like to improvise.
I hate my opponent's deck.
Hail, Herzer! On 2 legs or 4, I never miss, even at full gallop.
Not a loss yet. Just because he took my ramen? Ramen doesn't matter. We still have YenCon. What does a ramen after round 1 even do? Matacloggers? Can I kill it? Can I decree and like tourney joust it? Ugh. I could decree and coded weapons it to get a coded weapons off the top of my deck, hopefully. Just hope he runs out of bombs.
Nothing will stop us.
I think I will sit on the Helga charges now. Since it means another charge will let me kill Matic again. Use a leader charge to win the round, that's fine. It doesn't leave the Matic in the graveyard. Just puts it back in the deck.
You're dead. It's nothing personal.
No, it just died to a bomb now. Hey, Lante. Hey, Great Clown. Thanks for the Prime. Thanks for the 8 months. Welcome back. I'm not sure why it totals 165. I mean, it's got some questionable cards, like YenCon. It doesn't kill the Scorpion. Like what? I could marching orders into Roderick. Which lets me kill the Matic. I don't really have a whole lot of reach. How's this deck performing? It could be worse. We're doing alright. I think we've lost 1-1-2. I think. His mentors don't really matter. They're pretty tiny. They're premium. It's from our opponent's deck. He swapped it over. But he can put a decree back in our deck to make mentor bigger. What are you doing? No tortoise. He's playing a blind mentor.
Quiet the noise in your head.
Marching orders is still Roderick. Still no tortoise. Still no tortoise. Hey, my name is Z.
Take my Prime Trinit high.
Thanks for the Prime. Thanks for the 2 months. So he gets to play the Litho if he wants. I might just lead it at Litho if he does, though. We fund the people. That's not how that works. You're gambling over Tortoise being there. My ideal leader target? He plays a Colgrim, and then I use like a YenCon ping and yoink it. That's the dream.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit!
Favorite DJ Khaled album? I don't have one. I'm doing alright, Incubus. Why is patch banned? Just so people do a double take. Maybe look at the title before they ask when the patch is.
Your blade is just an extension of your will.
Like, his Colgrim just isn't that big.
Don't work for free.
Okay, gotten our card. Matic even play Colgrim? I don't know what he's doing. He didn't Letho with Matic. Short round treason. What could go wrong? Assume deck's viable. You can play them. We played one a couple days ago that went pretty well.
It's mocking me, I can tell.
I think I play out the YenCon because I guess the Helga's pretty bad too. Also, this marching orders is just Guardian. Okay.
Out of the way!
No. No. Fucking treason. Fucking treason. Go Helga to bait lock. It's not even clear that I'd want to bait the lock with the Helga instead of the Yen. The Yen's not very good either.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
Guardian to unbrick. Oh, true, true. So if he uses this, his Colgrim gets +5, which is still in yoink range. I also don't think he has Colgrim. I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, that's pretty good.
You will not regret this, sir.
Strike fast. Leave it no chance to react.
That is pretty good.
I'm coming for you.
Dust is clear for cream. Yeah, I wasn't entirely sure if he was talking about or if he was talking about dust, but
You best yield
I went
now.
with the form instead of the color. It's the same answer for all of the resources, really. The dust just has a slightly more interesting answer with the event from December. I guess I want more round 1 cards. I don't really need Letho right now. Can I get a Venondola Elite? A Venondola Elite would be so sick. Okay, no. Worth a try.
Knights get princesses and we get what? Bloody Striegers!
I think some people don't just want to have that discussion in chat. It does get old when you're streaming and hearing the same complaints constantly. What's going on? Not much. Not much. But for banned people? Yeah. It's a pretty small list, but it's usually like spammers. I have a couple people that like got on my nerves and I just banned them. But it usually takes a while to work your way onto getting on my nerves and to getting banned. It's usually like a weeks long affair. Or just have your first message in chat be super ignorant. It's a mix. There are a few like first message snap bans, but it has to be something especially ignorant. If someone's getting banned for little reason, it's probably one of those like multi-week things. where it's just I've had enough of seeing their messages in chat. Stream how long you've been watching? What is good? I guess. I guess. I think the only ban I ever had that was like kind of questionable was validated a couple weeks later when he came in on a multi-account. I was just like, yep, I'm very glad I got rid of you. I don't want to name names. He's still around.
Where is Sabrina?
Dark clouds gather over to Mary.
Like unban request. I don't even look at the unban requests. I don't know. I might go through them at some point. I don't think there's that many of them. Don't scam your tortoise cam. Oh, my bad. He's not there though. Let's see what happened in general terms. He would just like come into chat, try to change the topic into something completely off topic every time that he came into chat. The only time he ever said something related to what was going on the stream would just be like a very early GG or something. And then eventually he was wrong after calling a game early and I just banned him. Yeah, I stand by that being a good ban.
Only better.
I very much stand by that being a good ban.
Retrieve the bolt and
It was validated a couple weeks later. Just like, is Yoinka Ragnar? No.
Go on. Seize
You
yourself
can kill
and
that,
go.
though.
See what that gets you.
No, you pendulum. I'm much better at that.
The more you know, the less you blunder like a
It sticks spin around
Insane.
and smash you.
Actually insane.
You're not faster. The windmiller hit hard.
Always going on about this Mark fella.
Don't have a soldier. Don't have a soldier. Stream can be irritating on its own. You don't need annoyance from chat. Exactly. Exactly.
No, you the pendulum. I'm much better at that.
Try to win him. Surprise! Ah, you're fine, Goldenberg.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
You're fine. So I need 7 points. I can very easily get 7 points. Power of Ard Fane Tortoise. Finish Hand of Fate 2, the end is filled with combat. Yeah. Hand of Fate 2 was free on the Epic Store last week. I should have shouted that out more than I did. I only mentioned it like 1 or 2 times. The game was cool. It did some things really well. Long round? No fear? No tortoise. The problem is if you mod the combat out, all of a sudden the game's pacing gets really wonky. I don't think it's quite that simple. So I have a Ramen deck. I have... So Letho, Ramen, Menno are what I'm looking for. Right now my marching orders is on Menno. Then I can Roderick for the Letho, and we just don't care about the Ramen. Sure.
Scare and scatter the lots!
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Garrett.
Around the assassination. He still has his... He does not have his Boiling Whale. Do I respect his Boiling Whale? Or respect his second Boiling Whale? I guess they're still an Onsace too. Okay, yeah, sure. I'll put this on a different row. It'll be better against Yrden. Web... Oh no. Okay, 1 second. This is an easy thing to fix. I don't know why this keeps happening. There we go. Also, Tortoise Cam. No!
Best yield now.
Okay, I'm gonna yoink this now before he uprisings. Still no tortoise. So big.
Nothing will stop us. I never miss.
What do you got? It's not very good. Wait, he's not playing around the yen? It's happening. Oh, I guess that kind of... I guess he just kind of naturally plays around the yen.
What is it you want? Improvise.
So, yeah.
Target acquired.
Well. Lydian first, did we win? I don't think so. I don't think that made up 8 points. Doesn't matter too much. He had extra leader charges. None of his charges made Scytheman bigger.
Allow me to play you an elven folk tune. % win rate. It's not too bad. This deck's only doing a little bit worse than Mill. Value. That 5-point trade up to Incinerating Trap. Broken.
Leave the lordling dogs until they beg for mercy.
A 10-point trade up to Incinerating Trap.
Your best will avenge us, Dwan.
Okay, I'm gonna play the worst card. I think we're winning uneven. We'll mills the friends we lost along the way. Ah, the good old self-mill leader. Is that gonna be Serpent Trap? Serpent Trap is kind of rude.
Love is war. Racists.
It's crushing. Okay, that's way less rude.
Target acquired.
Thanks for the placement. Though it's kind of good if you draw it. That has been the problem. This was like the perfect round one hand. Captain assassinate damage? No, only units do.
Don't leave me here.
Syndicate boat was a Spectre for Sabrina's Inferno.
Hail, Captain, sir.
Should have known.
Fine.
So another crushing. If I pass, I just lose. I can't pass. Create and play a trap from your starting deck. Not quite what I wanted. Yeah, okay. Rip. So his Serpent is gone, his Hattori is gone. So I should be able to just run out of Defender. We are gonna try to push.
Victory is on the wing.
Don't dare think you can escape.
Is that good enough? That's how many traps left? Both crushings, both incineratings, and serpent. So there's pit. Or no, he still has one crushing left. So crushing pit. Eldane's not the end of the world. Okay. That works. That works. Yeah, we won a few games. I think we're slightly better than 50-50 now. I think we're 50-50 going into that game. Look, he didn't know our deck had bad cards in it. He just expected to be super dead. To be fair, if we're just a normal tactics deck, he is super dead. Maybe that's the secret. You just never show your opponent that you're willing to play bad cards, and then they'll concede to you before round 3.
There is but one punishment for traitors.
Because, like, if he expects us to have, like, Ball Joachim Ku instead of Royal Decree, YenCon, Letho Kingslayer, he is dead. He is dead. Yeah, I just don't know how good that plan is, Goldenberg. I get the idea. But I don't think enough people give the game out of respect. Yeah. So if you battle prep a tortoise after they remove the armor, the exposed will trigger again if the armor gets removed again. Oh, thanks, Sam. Oh. Yeah, I guess that works. I do have a 9. That happens. I was worried about, like, a leader charge followed by a bomb, just killing it, but I guess that's also a threat. Regional SST. Yeah, we picked a really bad day to play this deck. What? What? There's not even a Matic coming out. What is going on? Nice bribery. So, yeah, I don't know. This is super sad. Hey, Sam Stark, thanks for the tier 1. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You ever have that feeling, which is like every line loses the game? Never mind. My lines are broken. He doesn't know how his cards work. It's like it's 2018 again. Okay, so we're gonna bleed. Look, sometimes you're just unaware. You put Dragon's Dream in your deck because it's funny and you think it works the same way as Crushing Trap. He was one of the original streamers for Gwent. He was a top-tier competitive player as well. He brought a lot of eyes to the game, because he came from Hearthstone, and brought a portion of his following with him. His audience is somewhat independent from the general Gwent audience, so him coming back is like bringing eyes to Gwent again. It's not just like, oh, Life Coach is back, that's cool. It's a Life Coach, and the people that watch Life Coach are looking at Gwent again. Now what? Give a reason? No, not yet. I think if I had to guess what happened, it's that CDPR is asking people if they're gonna play in Masters 1 because they want to schedule a time for that. And he's checking it out now to see if he wants to play. But he hasn't stated a reason. He gave up a spot initially. CDPR said that they'd give him another chance after rescheduling. He hasn't said whether he's going to be back for a long time or if he's just checking it out. He hasn't committed to anything. Which, I mean, makes sense, right? Like, he's just checking the game out, see if he wants to play. It's all very consistent.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit!
Like, even if he doesn't come back permanently, as cool as it would be if he did. Like, he did bring... really? Disgusting. Like, YouTube and Twitch viewership overall has been up for the last couple of days, as you just have some people that wouldn't normally be checking out the directory after Life Coach streams. Yeah, not significantly, but I mean, like 5-10% higher than normal.
Goddamn fools. Kill the dog diddlers!
Yeah, it's not nothing. It's noticeable. Hey, Daya. It's incinerating, so I'm just gonna play this. Cool. He's streamed other stuff. I don't know, what does he get when he's streaming Slade Spire? It's not like he just disappeared off of Twitch. Yeah, like he's getting slightly more viewers on Gwent than he did on Slay the Spire. I should have just played this. This isn't going to do anything. It's also not going to do anything.
I don't work for free.
Rich's chat is kind of toxic. Yeah, I noticed that a little bit. It was like Gwent people too. I don't know. Poison Jam and Wide People Happy. Okay, so 1 people. Poison Jam. It is all queued. No, it's fine, dude. It's fine. We weren't gonna be doing anything better. We were just gonna play Oglace. The main reason you switched from PlayStation to PC. Yeah, it was sick. Meta snapshots every week. Yeah, and it was meta snapshots based on like actual data too, rather than just like player opinions. It's a completely different thing. They're both valuable in their own way. You could get general ideas of like what matchup spreads looked like from the data, because you could hone down those snapshots a lot. You could see like what the win rate of X card against X leader was, or X card against Y leader. So if you're ever wondering like why a deck played a certain card, you could look at all the matchups and see what matchup the card improved the matchup of. Mortis. Nope, not there. But even just like the in-game features of like showing your win-loss against the players, keeping track of the win-loss record of your deck, tracking like what your deck beat and lost to. All those little just like bookkeeping features that were handled automatically were really convenient. Honestly, just being able to see like decks graveyard and banished on the screen at all times, while it made the UI look worse, it did lead to a better gameplay experience. And while, like, at the time it mattered a lot too, because there was no Gwent observer. So if viewers wanted to know like what the graveyard was, they couldn't just click on it. But you could see it like on the screen at all times. It doesn't insta-solve the meta though. That's it doesn't do that at all.
I work for the Queen.
It speeds the meta like along in development, but it doesn't solve it. Like there was so much development going on over the drought period of beta. And there was so much data going around too. But like a meta moving along faster doesn't necessarily mean the meta is getting solved. New mini expansions. How do I feel about where Gwent is or it's heading at in terms of staying power? I really like the mini expansions. Yeah, I don't know. I think more shakeups for the game is nice. Like, look at the things that cause people to try different things on ladder. Like, the big events, like the qualifiers and the opens, at least when there's new decks played at those events, tend to be the things that shake up ladder the most. And with Gwent Up, it was like you got that every week. You would see, like, oh, some weird card had a high win rate in this leader. Let's try that out. And the ladder was sort of about that for a week, as people found, like, counterplay and tried to see why it was good. Tried to develop on it further. It just has more of those events that cause metagame development. The worst is when there's no data and everyone's just going by, like, trying to build the level 0 best deck because no one knows what's actually good. But data helps people build upon the meta. Any new content is good news for content creator? Yeah. Any worries alternating between 26 cards and balance changes might lead to really unstable metas? No. I mean, like, it probably will, but, like, what's the problem with that, I guess, is the thing. If something's really problematic in the first week, they can hotfix. And if it takes a little bit longer to be found out, then there's a balance patch right around the corner. Like, frequent updates are kind of the answer to problematic metas, right? I mean, it would be nice if there was, like, a data faucet, sure. I think that would be better, but, I mean, more shakeups is fine. Like, it's the other thing that shakes up the game, right? Like, patches are another thing that shakes up the game. It's not just data drops. But, like, in a way, a tournament where a bunch of people play decks that weren't previously seen on ladder functions very similarly to a patch, and that there's a bunch of new stuff that you're seeing on ladder when you play. You have new things that you can try out that you didn't think about before.
Target acquired.
And my argument was just that, like, every time Gwent Up released a meta snapshot, it did that to an extent.
Nothing broken? Then have to go again.
Yeah, sure. Play you.
The Empire will sing of this day.
Some card in small doses should make it easier, more accurate balance. I mean, it only takes one card to break things, but
If you're gonna fall on the cabbages.
it also does make it harder to like introduce whole archetypes at a time, right? The new cards are probably going to be mostly modifications on already existing things, or like half fleshed out archetypes that don't really work. Very curious to see what they end up doing and how they make it work.
There'll be nothing to pick up when I'm done with you.
I love the song if you listen to the whole album. The album's good, yeah. I don't know.
That's right.
I guess sometimes it's nice when tracks get memed on. But I agree. I really like this Sumello album. Did you think he was gonna kill the Yen? Amazing. I think I'm gonna yoink that. Because I want to clear his board because it's funny.
Improvise.
I don't know, Way of the Witcher went pretty well. There is a big difference in how they designed Master Mirror versus Way of the Witcher. I have a lot more confidence in Gwent going forward after Way of the Witcher.
Peace with humans? A bad ass.
May your sword and arm be one.
Onward, Fryhead!
What is going on? I'm confused. I have more confidence now over earlier. I just thought the card design for Way of the Witcher was way more inspired and more along the lines of what I'd want to see.
Go ahead, move around all you want, it'll hurt more.
It felt like the focus was more on crafting archetypes rather than just trying to push generically strong cards, which is my big problem with Master Mirror. Least favorite expansion, honestly might be Master Mirror. I really hated Master Mirror. I think it was the only time there was an expansion and I was back to Variety after like 2 weeks. Gezras. What are you doing? I'm so confused. Yeah, Master Mirror is evolving cards. The problem was how pushed some of the cards were. Yeah, there were a couple balance problems, but I think the design overall was really good. And even then, I think a lot of the cards people do have problems with, I'm sort of okay with. Like, I don't mind them taking a risk on Vi. I think that was fine. I was kind of okay with Colgrim as well. Though it would have been nice if they got to it a little faster.